How to monetize your life. Guys, I'm going to talk about this concept, okay? How to monetize your life. That means how to make money from your life. It sounds simple, but it's not. So nowadays, people are fascinated about how YouTubers, Instagram influencers, TikTok, like whatever the platform may be, people are fascinated to see people make money off of those platforms. Why? Because they see people make money from doing what they love, right? It's something that is a bit still strange for most people to understand, especially for the older generation to grasp, because like they have been taught of like simply sacrificing pleasure, passion, sacrificing pretty much a massive part of their life to provide for themselves, for their family, and it's just how I think worldwide most people go through life. They go through life doing things that they don't necessarily like or enjoy, but it pays the bills, so it's fine. Nothing against that, because I too do many things that I don't really like, feel passionate about, but they pay the bills, so I do them, right? But learning how to monetize your life will actually give you more freedom, because you will understand you can actually make a lot more cash than you think, just because of how you will be thinking about how to actually make money from what you can right now. That means I'm not going to be talking about new business ideas or whatever. No. I'm just going to simply make you think in a different way to understand that right now where you are, you can actually monetize more of your life than you think. Let me just give you an example, okay? Given you have learned a skill, of course, you should learn a skill. But when you understand this concept, you understand that you must not be someone that already has a skill on a super professional level to actually be able to monetize your life. Because the concept is simply to help you understand that you can actually make money off your life from now. From now. Not tomorrow, from now. And it's very simple. For instance, whatever you are still learning, let's say you're not yet a professional, right? Okay, you are still learning something. Most of the time, we go through university, through school, and we just learn stuff and we forget. We learn stuff that we simply use to go and pass exams. And after the exams phase, we forget. Now imagine you, while you are still learning whatever you are learning, you are actually documenting it as if you were to use it and teach someone else. Because whatever you are learning, guess what? Many people are also learning like you, right? Other students, other peers. And many people will actually grow to learn that which you are learning too. They will have to write the same test, the same exams, do the same things. So instead of you just simply learning like everyone else and writing the exams and forgetting afterwards, now imagine you simply documenting that on any channel. I always prefer YouTube, on YouTube. You document that on YouTube. Your experience and your, let's say, notes will help a lot of people pass the same test, exams, whatever. And that, as you can see, can be monetized. So pretty much your experience of whatever you are learning You can talk about it. You can share your learnings. You can share notes. Because you can create a community around that. That is the concept. So if you actually look at YouTube, it's pretty much just that. You know, people that have figured out how to monetize their lives. Which means whatever they've been going through, they documented, they talked about it, and shared their experience online. And if they went to a seminar, webinar, whatever, like they learned something, they simply broke it down, broke their learnings down, shared it with the people, shared it with a lot of people online. They learned from it, so they subscribed and then loved that person for, being that helpful. And it could be any hobby that you simply enjoy, So I started talking about things that you learn because those are things that people sometimes feel like, oh my God, I'm sacrificing my time in this class, in this, I don't know what you are learning, but people sometimes feel like, oh, I'm learning, I'm wasting my time, or it's so annoying, so boring. But well, if you think about it as simply you, learning something that you can simply share with others, it becomes different. It becomes very different. Now, because you have to do it anyways, right? You have to learn it anyways. I don't know what it is that you're going through right now, but you have to do it anyways. Hi. Hello. So, that is something that...
Bist du nicht der eine von... Aha, sky is the limit.
Hello.
I know you, bro.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm also fine. Just making a vlog right now.
Ah.
Yeah, because I have other channels too. Guys, I'm currently in Germany, so this are my
Hello.
this is my community. So they know me for my videos on TikTok, right?
Yeah,
TikTok and YouTube.
Your clothes is very nice.
And also my clothing brand. So sky's the limit. So I was just making this vlog and they just came in to say hi. And of course, I need to take some time to say hi to my community because they are the ones that actually watch the videos and support. So, hey. What's your name?
Osman.
Osman?
Yes.
Baran?
Baran.
Baran, okay. Auf jeden Fall, passt euch auf, ne?
Danke.
So, ciao, ciao, ciao. Danke ebenso. So, they know me from my other channels, like I said. Because, hey, like I said, guys, we're talking about how to monetize your life. And part of the sacrifice is actually sacrificing privacy, which means I think that's a good thing because when I remember when I was still struggling to become a YouTuber, I wanted to have a community, right? And now that I have a community, well, this is part of it. You have to be able to hello? You have to be able to find time to say hi whenever they see you somewhere and, take their time to come and say hello or hey, because in the end, they are the ones that support you. And to see faces to the numbers is always beautiful. Sometimes I'm I was trying to drive this, this video home, trying to explain this concept. They're gonna disturb the video. No! But I also know they are the ones that that pretty much support. And most of the time you only see numbers. But when you go outside and your subscribers happen to be in the city you are or in the country you are, show some love. Because that's the only chance you're gonna get to show them love in real time because they show love online. And yeah. So back to the main topic. Where was I actually? So like I was saying, any hobby you have can be monetized. Well, it's a hobby. It's just something that sometimes you actually like love doing, like you enjoy doing. And it could be whatever, fitness, cooking, gaming. Like just imagine, like for instance, the gamers out there. For example, I'm not a good gamer, but even even that too can be monetized. Why? Because people don't subscribe to the best gamers only. They subscribe to the funny gamers. They subscribe to the awkward gamers. They subscribe because they just like the personality of the gamer. Right now, I'm going to go shoot something else. And like I was saying, guys, you can be doing something that you actually love doing and still find a way to monetize. Like, it doesn't cost you that much. Like, if you like bought the game, the console, you already play the game, you already know how to play the game, right? And you could simply record yourself while you play the game. Okay, you don't like to show your face? No issue, no problem. You can use one of these avatars. Do you guys know this gamer known as Peanut? This Peanut gamer, I don't know, like, it's just a peanut talking. You can use one of those characters or avatars, and because I understand how it can be to, feel anxious or to not feel comfortable while filming yourself. I've been there. If you watch my free YouTube program, you're gonna understand my story. And actually, would advise you to watch that program, because that program will actually give you all the steps you need to build any successful YouTube business or YouTube channel. I always say YouTube business because I want all of my viewers to understand that YouTube or social media is a business. Even if you do it for fun, just the simple fact that you can monetize it in so many ways makes it a business. And when you call it a business, you take it a lot more serious than if you just say to yourself, oh, it's just a hobby. No, it's a business. So you can use any of those avatars as a gamer. Upload the games. While you are playing the game, you are streaming it on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever you can stream, it, right? After you finish streaming, you find like 1 or 2 hours in a day to simply clip and cut out the best sections of those games and upload on YouTube regularly. I think one gaming session, because sometimes when you are playing a game, sometimes you have some crazy long sessions where you play like hours and hours on end, and that alone will give you like maybe 20, 30 videos, who knows, which you can clip and upload to your YouTube, to any platform. I'll just start with YouTube because that's the only platform that really pays for real. If you have more time, of course, you can actually post that as well on other channels, like maybe on TikTok, to get more more viewers. But I would actually just focus on YouTube, because I know from all the earnings that YouTube actually pays. TikTok is a joke when it comes to paying, because when you actually get popular on TikTok, what they do is they reduce your CPM. Let's say you had CPM is like how much you get paid per 1,000 views. So let's say you were earning like, let's say, $1, which is actually very high for TikTok. CPM, $1 per 1,000 views. They're gonna be paying you $1 maybe, or 60 cents, or even less than that. For the most part, you get paid less than that. Like, actually, when I look at my views, I have, like, for instance, 20 cents CPM, getting paid 20 cents per 1,000 views. It's a joke, but hey, that's TikTok. So when you start getting like 100,000, 50,000 views regularly on TikTok, they will reduce your CPM to as low as maybe even 10, 14, 12, 5. So the more popular you get, the less you get paid. If you start making like millions of views regularly, well, they will reduce your views to like your CPM to like, maybe 1 cent or something. So they are not fair. Meanwhile on YouTube, they will never do that. Never. So I have just seen so many creators, spend years of their life building their channels on TikTok just to get fucked. Like literally, just to get fucked. After so many years, one was just like, had you invested this same time on YouTube, well, maybe you may not make this many views, but you wouldn't be making less. You would only be making more and more and more and more and more. So, with that being said, this is just like an insider info that I'm giving you guys to know why I'm telling you to prioritize YouTube over any other platform. Like, you can later on use those platforms to scale your YouTube or your online presence, but that is simply on a phase 3, when you can have a team or afford a team or afford to pay someone to be cutting your content, to simply help you scale. But till then, I would just focus on only one platform, that is YouTube, for any hobby that you like. So the gaming part of your creation, like when I talked about gaming, it's because it's very easy to explain because it's a hobby, right? So when you are gaming, that part where you are gaming is just your hobby. You just enjoy gaming. You don't need to do anything extra to talk any different than you normally talk when you game. So it's just your hobby. And I don't want you to even like start talking different or acting different when you are gaming and recording it. Because exactly the way you are is fine. And believe me, people will tune in sooner or later and just enjoy the way you are. And coming from a pro YouTuber, because after many years of being online, I realized just being myself is actually enough. I don't have to play any character. I don't have to play any character online. And even if you look at the streamers like Speed, okay, people still love him when he just doesn't do any of those things that he normally do, or sometimes does, People just still love him just being himself as well. Because you can't be acting for so long when you're online. At a certain point, you just get down to just being yourself, and people still love you for it. So when you actually transforming your life into a business, figuring out what you can monetize, which you love doing, could be any hobby, any hobby that you have, you can film it, upload, and monetize. And that is what I'm trying to explain. Also, any job, any skill that you know, any job that you do, you can become a teacher online. You can talk about your experience online. You can talk about how you got there, what you had to learn. And since you already know the job, that means you are now an expert. So now you can teach people. And that is already you monetizing your life. Just about you figuring out in a week, some free time to record and teach and talk about your experience. Just sharing your experience some way, somehow. And when I get to making videos about some specific topics, I will then be laying down some blueprints for you to follow, because it varies depending on, the direction of your content. So if you are more like an expert, you fall in the educational niche where you have to educate people, which is even the best of all niches. It's the best, you know. Any lawyer talking about, you know, law, whatever, educating, that is the best niche. Any teacher, I mean, anyone that, you know, is an expert in anything is a teacher, right? And they can teach, they can educate about it. And if your topic falls in the entertainment niche, well, it's also monetizable. And for the most part, the upside is that it's even more fun because it's entertaining, right? It's more fun to you. So the gamers, you know, the athletes, you know, it's more fun, so you love it anyways. Just that monetizing it, for the most part, compared to education, is a little bit, in terms of revenue, a bit slow. But hey, I became popular in the entertainment niche, so it still makes good money. I mean, I sell my clothes, sell my shoes, you know, sell many things because I built that entertaining channel. And it's good to connect, so easy to sell. So it has its pros. If whatever you want to do falls more in the, I don't know, maybe cooking, stuff like that, it's still like a sort of a type of education, you know, and pays well. We're gonna go into every topic one by one. It will take some time, but I'm just trying to explain the concept. You know, monetizing your life is simply figuring out how to make some extra cash from what you already know how to do and from what you are already doing on a regular basis. Like for instance, right now, I'm on my way to go work out, okay? And in this bag, I have my camera. Guess what? While I'm working out, I'm gonna be filming. Why? Well, fitness is also a niche that people love. And I've been training for over 15 years. All right? So I'm fit for the most part. Sometimes, like every other human, I have some, you know, some times in my life where I simply eat a lot. And then I said to myself, you know what? It's about time to get back in your best shape. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm back in my mindset of simply working out regularly, eating a little bit better than usual to get in my best shape. And the sun coming out right now is applying some pressure. And since I've done that so many times, well, it's about time to simply this time record myself working out and take some people along with me, motivate them, you know, show them what I do to lose weight. And you may say to yourself, well, there are already many people out there working out and making videos about how to work out. They are not me. They don't talk like me. They don't teach like me. You know, they don't connect like me. I'm a different person. Therefore, I'm a different niche. You gotta see it this way. Nowadays, you are the niche. You being you. That's what makes it special. Just like when you are learning something, you can like watch 4 or 5 different videos about that topic, and there is one person that for some reason simply makes you understand a lot better, although it's the same topic. So someone will enjoy working out with me over someone else. And that's just what makes social media so interesting, because it doesn't matter if there are many people doing it already. As long as you do it consistently, hey, you're gonna make it. You're gonna win. So I've checked out the fitness space and I realized, oh, there is still enough space. There is still enough space for new talent. And it's a hobby. I love working out. So me just, recording my workouts every other day. I work out like every 2 days, I 1 day break, 1 day workout, So me now working out and recording is me monetizing my life. You get it? Are you understanding now? In the morning, I was just posting videos on social media that I made the other day about my products, the sneakers, the tracksuits, and now going to work out. While I'm going to work out, I'm recording this video talking about, how to monetize your life, which fits perfectly on this channel, which is the YouTube coaching channel, because I've been doing YouTube for over a decade, and I see people on YouTube that have not even done YouTube for real, coach. Like, they have started their channel basically on simply them coaching how to grow on YouTube. And I have been doing YouTube from the age of 15. Now I'm 30, 15 years old. I have built multiple channels. I have transformed my entire family into influencers. My mom's an influencer. My sister, my younger brother, just crossed 1 million subscribers on YouTube a week ago. My younger sister, surpassed 100,000 subscribers on Instagram, a while ago. And my friends became like popular YouTubers, So I've been doing this for so long. I've coached companies, and I still coach companies once a while. Talking of companies that are very, very big, like super big companies, because they pay crazy. That's why I can actually simply record this, teach you guys for free, because hey, I don't depend on making money off this. Although even this too will make money. It will. That's just how it goes. You do it long enough, you provide value, you will always get something in return. That's how life goes. That's the cycle of it, And so you see, I am monetizing my life. And once I get back from working out, I will eat something, right? But I won't document that. But if I was a bit passionate about cooking, it was more of a passion to me, well, maybe I would monetize it too. I actually like cooking, just that for now, I won't monetize that, because I would rather have my videographer shoot something else for me than shoot something like cooking, But I could, if I wanted to, also monetize me cooking something. I could if I wanted to, because that also aligns with my fitness channel, right? But that is the concept. Filming everything you do and sharing with the public. And after I finish eating, I'm gonna go out, maybe shopping, also film that, because that aligns with my fashion content, which I can use to sell my sneakers, as I am wearing different fits. And that is also me monetizing. And also, that also goes in the fashion niche, which means I am building a fashion community where I can still be paid extra by some brands reaching out for collaborations or whatever. All right, and then after I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live on TikTok for 2 hours and sell via TikTok Shop. So you see, the concept is actually very easy to understand, not easy to do. That's the difference. That's why there is always a chance for you to win out there, because the knowledge, it's available to everyone, but only very few actually act on it. And that is the beauty of it. Like, that is why you always have a chance. The chance is not because the chance is there just because most people won't act, and the few that actually do act regularly, they will win. So the biggest enemy of the reason why people don't actually succeed to monetize their lives, their hobbies, is just because they actually don't act. Ultimately, they don't act. And if you are able to act, watch this video, actually double down and start recording your life, posting that video, uploading that content, sharing your knowledge, your hobbies. Well, just keep doing that, regularly. I would say at least once a week. At least once a week. And you will see the results, You will see the results. Now we have arrived at my destination. So let's have a seat. Already me walking from where I was till here is already like, let's say, half an hour walk. That too is already like a bit of fitness, We are working out here, breathing in some good fresh air, while yapping about, about how to monetize our lives. And now we've arrived at the destination where I will work out. And with that being said, guys, watch my other video about how you can actually grow your YouTube business, because if you like this concept of monetizing your life, it's good to understand how to do it right. And that video will help you a lot. I mean, that video alone, I could, if I was to sell it to someone, I would charge actually I think 10,000, because it's worth it. And if I was being generous, I would charge like 2,000, 1,000, something like that. But based off the value in that video, 10,000 will actually be valuable and actually fair. So go watch that video. It's free. That's what I'm saying, guys. Okay, nowadays information is free. It's incredible what you get for free nowadays. Like, damn. Go watch it. It's just like less than an hour. And you're gonna learn all my mistakes. You're gonna learn all my strategies. You're gonna learn all the best secrets on how to monetize your life, your hobby, whatever. I say your life because actually that is what you are doing. That is what you are doing. And go watch that video. With that being said, guys, take care. Have a nice day, and see you guys. Sky's the limit. Yeah, I love it. Sky's the limit. We're out here. Time to work out.